All right, so here's how these basically will look. Either you're going to have all three sides, or you're going to have two sides and then a combination, usually just one angle, but a combination of angles where you can find something out. I am going to highlight just a few things here. I want angle C. So in order to do law of cosines, if that's the angle I want, I've got another side across from it, which I do. All right, so I know the side across from it. And then the other part of the setup is I should know the angles, the sides surrounding that angle in order to be able to set this up. All right, so that's what I know. All right, now in this problem, that's going to be C because that's angle C. But any angle or side you're finding for is going to be the C, all right, in the problem. And I put finger quotes around the C, even though obviously you can't see me do that. All right, so we're going to set this up. That's going to be C. The other two are going to be A and B. It doesn't matter. All right, I'm finding an angle. So I'm going to use the formula for finding an angle. Cosine of C equals, and I actually do not have this one memorized, so I'm going to scroll up here. It's a squared plus b squared minus c squared. So a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. And all this is it's taking the other equation, the c squared equals a squared 1, and rearranging it so that it's solved for cosine. Like I said, I don't have this one memorized because I usually just plug the stuff into that other equation and then very carefully do algebra. But the good news is if they're going to give you this equation, you might as well use it. All right? So I don't know cosine of c, so that's going to stay cosine of c. A and b don't matter, they're interchangeable. So 12 squared plus 14 squared, not equals minus c squared is 7. Now the big thing is this 7, this c squared, has got to be the side across from the angle that you're looking for. All right, it has to be. And then on the bottom, it's going to be 2 times 12 times 14. Now, if you look at this, you have every single number in this thing right here. So that means we can take the calculator and we can make a fraction. And on top of the fraction, we can do 12 squared plus 14 squared minus 7 squared over 2ab. So 2 times 14 times 12. Okay, and I'm just going to hit enter. It's going to give me a fraction probably most of the time, 97 over 112. It's going to give you a decimal sometimes, but because you're putting a whole bunch of numbers into there, it's going to give you a fraction most of the time. So this is what you get. Cosine C equals 97 over 112. Okay, when I'm looking for an angle, I second cosine it. So I'm literally just going to second cosine, which will give me the cosine inverse of 97 over 112. So I'm going to go to my calculator. I'm going to hit second cosine. And I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to type that in. I'm just going to go up and hit enter and put it into my parentheses and then hit enter. And it gives me 29.994. So 29.994. And I said nearest degree, I believe. So 30 degrees. All right. Now, again, like I said, that's a lot of complicated looking stuff, but the calculator did most of it. All I had to do was make sure I had the things in the right spots, and the calculator did the rest. All right. So take your time with these. The most important thing is getting the numbers into the right positions.